This is Paul, the environment. Yes. All the physical factors and social conditions that constitute the surrounding of living organisms influences growth and behavior of living things. Acclimation, cancer, ecology, geography, growth. Juvenile delinquencies involved in the environment? No. No. Plant and plant bleeding. Yesterday I had just enough money to do one load of laundry. It was New Year's Day 2020, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to start this New Year's with clean clothes. So I go over to the local laundromat, Willie's. Yes. I put my $2 in. I had some laundry detergent, some laundry that I wanted to wash, and I put it in the actual washer. So I'm doing nothing really. I'm just kind of walking around thinking how I'm going to get a cup of coffee at the hospital. Yes. I had exactly enough money, $3.25. Yes. And to do an actual load of laundry. Yeah. And I wait for it to get done, 34 minutes. And I find out that all of the clothes did not go through the spin cycle. No, they were all sopping wet. Yes. You can appreciate how my life was going to be absolute torture for the next week. Yeah. See, I was wearing women's pants, my laundry pants. And without any money to be able to dry those clothes, yeah, I'd have a butt stain going up the back of my butt for the next week and a half. Now, a lot of those in the family, they think the butt stain is the most important thing that they can do to an individual, yes, especially when committing the crime of terrorism. Well, I'm looking at the situation, and you know what I did 5 minutes before? Yes. I went over to some bikers. They were just standing in a parking lot. I didn't even approach. I didn't step on the physical property of the business. No, I didn't. I stepped on the sidewalk. Yes. And I asked them, would you like to buy a cigarette for a quarter? Yes. And the guy's like, well, I'm sorry, I don't have any dollars. And I'm like, that's okay. I'm doing nothing. I'm waiting for my washing to get done. He reached in and he gave me a $10 bill. Billy! 5 minutes before the washer got done and there was no spin cycle. Now, I thought for sure that somebody didn't intentionally disable, yes, what is known as the spin cycle of a laundromat washer. That I happen to be the same washer that I used 2 weeks before. No, no one has conspired. Now, I thought those video cameras in the laundromat, yeah, they could be watching what I was doing. And I thought there was some corrupt cops, yes, that find it funny when you got a butt stain on your pants, yeah, because you're unable to do your laundry. Now, let's just think about it. My life would be absolute terror, yes, today if I hadn't been able to dry those clothes. I'd have been walking around whining and crying about how I don't have enough money to dry my clothes. Well, I threw it in the dryer. Pooch. And then I looked at the amount of time that you get for a quarter. Yes, it was 23 minutes, and I decided, well, the clothes are sopping wet. Pooch. Cost me $2 for another wash cycle in a different machine. Yes, it does. And I'm thinking, well, maybe I can get them dry for an additional $1.50. Mm-hmm. I put a quarter in right at the number 23 and it turned over to 33. Yes! And I sat there and I thought about it. Isn't that nice? You get 10 additional minutes for each quarter that you contribute to the dryer. Now, I was just sitting there for about an hour and a half doing nothing. And I decided, well, let's do it again. Yes. 10 minutes a quarter. Yes. I found out that it could be that somebody had jimmy rigged the dryers, that if you do a certain thing, yes, it reduces the actual high temperature of the dryer to medium or low heat. Yes. Because after an hour of sitting there and all those additional quarters, yes, my clothes were really not that much drier. No. I changed to a different dryer. And then I noticed that for each additional quarter I put in that dryer, I only got 6 additional minutes. No, yeah. And I thought it would be the same for all the dryers, but I was wrong. Yes, one dryer gave me 10 additional minutes. Ah! The other dryer only gave me 6 additional minutes. Ah! And then I found, what now?